Okay, so today I'm going to make a stool, like a bar stool that you'd sit at a counter or a bar. So here we are in the default Blender scene. A couple housekeeping things. Uh, for units, I'm using imperial and inches. So imperial rather than metric is the default, and inches. I'm in North America, so it's kind of how I measure things. So first thing we're going to do is this. We're going to start building this with cubes. So this here is going to be the seat. So we're going to just dimension this. So I'm going to make it 16 by 16 by 16 by 16 by, say, 4. So that's going to be the seat. Yeah, that should work. Okay, so now we're going to add the legs. So I'm going to add another cube. And I'm going to make this 2 by 2 by, say, 26. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and apply the scale to both of these things. So Control A, scale. Control A, apply scale. So I'm going to snap this to this seat. So G to grab, B invokes the snapping, and we'll just snap it right in that corner, right there. Okay, so I'm going to make one more of these. So Shift D to duplicate, G to grab, B to invoke the snapping, and there we go. So now on a stool, the legs kind of go like this. They're kind of angled. So I'm going to angle these legs. So I'm going to do R to rotate. On the x-axis, I'm going to go minus 10 degrees. And then I also want to tilt it this way. So R to rotate, y-axis, minus 10 degrees. So it's kind of tilted. If you look down, it's kind of tilted on an angle. So I'm going to do the same to this leg. So R to rotate, x, 10 degrees. And then R to rotate, y, minus 10 degrees. So now they're kind of both pointing the same way. And that's what I wanted. So now I'm going to put a rung across here. So I'm going to do a Shift D to duplicate this. And then I'm going to rotate that on the x-axis 90 degrees. Oh, so you can see I got a problem here. So I should have actually duplicated it before I rotated the leg. So I'm just going to add a cube. And I'll make it 2 by 2 by probably, I'll make it 10 for now. And we're going to rotate this on the x-axis 90 degrees. So rotate X 90. And then I'm just going to grab this, hit B to snap. So grab B. Actually, I'm going to grab this and move it down the Z axis so I can, there we go. So grab and B, and we'll just snap it right there for now. And then I'm going to apply the scale to this. I'm going to tab into edit mode, into faces. I'm just going to grab this face here, this end face. And I'm going to just snap this over to here. And that looks good. So tab back into object mode. So I want to make these round. So I'm going to click on this and I'm going to add a modifier, subdivision surface modifier. And I'm going to go up to, say, 3 segments. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to tab back into edit mode, and I can do a Command R to add a couple of loop cuts to this. So drag that all up there, and Command R, and down like that. That looks good. So we'll tab back into object mode. Now I'm going to select this, this, and then this last. I'm going to go to object, modifier, and I'm going to copy modifier. So now these have that same modifier. So I'm going to tab into edit mode here and add the same loop cuts to this. So Command R and Command R And I'm also going to tab into object mode. I'm going to do the same thing to this. So tab into edit mode, Command R, and Command R. There we go. So I'm liking this. This is looking good. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tab into object mode, and I want to move this leg up. So I'm going to grab it on the Z